All right, kicking off here. We'll do a half-hour session. We've got two screens going, but you guys can only see one. So I will drag tables over as they happen from the other screen. We are currently playing on PokerStars and GG Poker simultaneously. What to do here? What to do? I'm gonna check. Try to hit a king on the river, and it just comes to 7 of clubs. So we're probably done with this hand now. Check. 3-bet queens here. Small 3-bet. Mustang Gino. He is a labeled green, so we are going to be happy to get it in. Just do a range bet here with the sixes. Once he calls, I'm pretty much done with this hand. Mustang Gino calls the 3-bet. It's an okay flop. He's going to have, like, I don't know how many ace jacks he has or anything like that, or queen jack, possibly suited, but we block a lot of that. So he's going to have pocket nines and pocket sixes some of the time. Maybe pocket jacks. So we have to be careful, obviously, but anything that just calls a raise out of... And now we lose to all jacks, so... I think we still bet, though. I'd rather bet and try to target a hand like 10s. 10s or 8s. I'm going to size up as well. And then, like, if we get played back at, we know it's just an instant fold. Right? Like, there's no... There we go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If we get played back at, we know the fold is very easy to make. I'm not gonna bite versus Bang'em Smurf. He's very cally. Also, please river the nuts. So thank you. He's very cally. Like I bet you he calls this bet too. Nope. Tens we can flat or we can 4-bet. I think versus the green labels here, they're once they 3-bet, like they're just gonna be 3-bet shoving. So I'm not gonna 4-bet. I'm just gonna call. Pretty much always beat here versus this board. He has aces, kings, queens, jacks. That beats us. And then he's got all ace, king, and king, queen combos. Those all beat us. So the only thing we're ahead of is ace, queen. And this guy would have to be 3-betting ace, queen. I'm going to call 1 just to keep him honest. Betting up here. I will be folding the second barrel. And he checks back. Okay, maybe that is ace queen. Maybe that is ace queen. I mean, I guess it could be jacks or queens as well. Yeah, you know what? It feels more like jacks or queens. He checks back. If he bets, though, I might have to call. Because that could be ace queen. I mean, unless he goes for super thin value here with queens. It looks like he's doing that. So tempted to just completely rip it in his eye. The only hands that make sense here are queens, or if he has like pocket kings and he tried to like check back turn to let me hit a flush of some sort. But it looks like he's going for super thin value, which makes me want to rip all in as a bluff. I do block some straights, so I think I'm going to do that. Try and fold them off of queens or jacks. Okay, that works out. Obviously, he could have had ace queen as well, but that also folds. Either way, I'd rather beat all queens, jacks, and ace queen combos. How about that? With a rip. Yeah, we turn it into a bluff. Some people might say that's a little too high up in our range to be turning into a bluff, but I don't know. Like that whole board kind of nails us as well. Our perceived range. Like there was 9, 8, 7 out there. We could have if we have pocket tens, we definitely have pocket sevens, eights, and nines. We block jack 10. We can have jack 10 suited for sure. Here we flop a set. Oh, yeah, we're up pretty big on this table as well. We're at $700. Call, call, call. Raising this, isolating versus these two greens and who are limping. We flop a huge boat again. We're running hot on that table, man. Holy! Always whenever I'm shooting a video, a YouTube video for you guys, I run so well. I almost just want to shoot a video all the time, just because I run so good. I'm at small here. Try to keep all flush draws in. A 5 will still raise me. A 5 will still call. Okay, the flush comes in. We block pocket jack, so we're not too worried about the jack. Just gonna bet small again now. He should rip. I mean, maybe he doesn't rip higher flushes, but oh, he snap folds. I wonder what he's calling with though. Like, what are you calling with? If you don't have a flush there, what, or a flush draw? Like, what are you calling with on that flop? It's not a 5. I have the 9s. I have no idea what he's calling with. That guy must have had some kind of an overpair, maybe. Check calling here with the king 10. We're still ahead of some stuff, but now we're behind quite a bit. We do have a king high flush draw to go with our pair. But is it good? I don't know. And like, do we get paid when we hit the club? Probably not. So I am just gonna fold this. We're out of position too. Like, if we're in position, maybe, right? Maybe, because when we miss, then if he checks, we can turn it into a bluff. But if we miss that one there, like we're basically lighting money on fire, and he overbet the pot too. So yeah. Trying to get more tables going here, but GG will not allow it. Just got home from hockey. We lost 5-0. That felt great, let me tell you. Couldn't break out of our own end. We just couldn't do it. The team we played was really good. So now we're going to come here and we're going to try and punish some people on the felt. Little late night sesh. Taking it easy with 4 tables, but we are trying to get more tables going because it's a little bland for me. Guess we'll bring this GG table over to here. I'll drag this over a wee bit so you guys can see it. Flop top pair. I'm gonna come out with a small bet. We could check back here too. I tend to check back more with my weak kings and my weak aces because like, top pair, when you have top pair queens or top pair jacks, for example, or even tens, they're just too much. There's too much vulnerability, like to an overcard if you decide to check it back. Like let's say you check back a queen and then a king or ace comes. You know, it's just gonna happen too often. Whereas if you have top pair weak kicker with a king or top pair weak kicker with an ace, it's just never gonna happen. So, or very rarely with a king anyway, and it can't happen with an ace, obviously. So, yeah, it's as far as balancing your range goals, your check back range is going to be pretty important to to have some checkbacks with some top pairs to protect your range the times that you have nothing. So guys can't just come out and donk bet against you and say, hey, I'm probably going to win this pot, right? Because you check back flop. So they can't take advantage of you when you do that. I'm going to bet small here. We have a queen of hearts, kind of blocks some flushes, and we can pair up the board with our boat like we did. And I'm going to bet small again. We have the worst full house, but I think an ace and a flush will still call. Baby flush. He folds. What do we at here? 10 minutes. Okay. Called here. Excuse me. We flop a 5. I'm going to come out with a small bet. Although it feels like he's checking to me here to allow me to bet. Check calls. I'm going to be checking back this turn. Some of the hands he's calling me with are going to be like ace 4, ace 3. Although I feel like those would probably do play better as a raise from him if he had them. So it looks like maybe some type of 8. Some type of 8 maybe. Well, that 8's no good anymore, so could have just been calling with ace high. Ace 3, ace 4, maybe ace 9 or something like that. Just gonna bet 3/4 pot now. And he folds. We are doing well though. We're up 80 here. Oh, everyone left down here. We're up 125 here. We are up 94 here, and we are up. What are we up there? 600. Kill size 3-better, like a pretty habitual 3-better. Excuse me, my throat is destroyed. I'm gonna 4-bet him with 10-8. And that gets through. Like I said, like some of these guys are just 3-betting too much, and you've got to take advantage of them. Not too often, obviously. You got to really pick your spots. But 10-8's one of those hands where I can just like easily 4-bet fold, especially if the initial raiser comes back over the top. And it's very disguised if he does call my 4-bet. I'm going to be able to rep any ace, king, queen board basically with a range bet. And if it comes like a middling board, like that's all me, right? So yeah, nice hand up here in the Omaha table. Very hard to get tables going for some reason. Oh, here's one. Betting here, double pair, king, king, jack, jack. We block any jack 10 combos that might raise us. It's not a good, still not a good turn card regardless. Check back, I think, try to hit a queen. And possibly bluff catch. Do I go for value here? It's hard to imagine him not betting a 10. Unless he checked like a straight on this river. Because it paired the board. It could be like a 6-7. But I am going to go for a super thin value. Maybe queens will call. What's it going to be, Canada Kev? What's it going to be? Is he contemplating a re-raise? Nope, just a fold. Our value bet is good. Call it. I call it. Jacks, raise it up. He folds. Queens, raise it up. Woo! We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it the half-an-hour video. We're gonna make it, I swear. Should we call here? So tempting. We have kind of position in the hand. There's only one guy behind us, but he might rip. It's only got 32 left. I'm gonna fold. feel like this guy's gonna rip. How do you only call 12 when you have 22 left? I don't get it. I don't get it. You're putting in 33% of your stack. I would have a flush draw. And a pair. Probably no good, but would have had one nonetheless. Yeah, this guy reships. Tell me this guy puts in 33 folds. Hilarious. We're going to isolate Maddie. Oh, hello. Okay, tables are kicking in now. Put this one here. And I will get rid of this camera. We don't have to see my ugly mug. Yeah, it's kind of a mission juggling PokerStars and GG, because you can't just tile table it. This guy bets. He's like, I'm gonna bet small here. Like, I don't know how often. I don't have to win that much, but I don't know how he bets turn and then doesn't bet river. Like, it just seems like he has nothing. Maybe an 8, a 9. Okay, well, I don't mind my bet. We're gonna mark him green though. Green light. Call one here at the 10-8. And we're gonna get rid of this camera so you guys can see the tables, because that would make sense. Check. I have a flush draw now to go with my pair and open ender. Okay, call one more. Now I have trips. I guess we plug it in. I don't know if we're good. I don't know if we're good, but I don't want him to check back. I'm not folding, so yeah, we're not good. He flopped straight. It's okay. He only had $40 we lost there. No big deal. Raise it. Raise it. We have 2 pair now. Bottom left. Betting. And called. And a diamond river is the worst in the deck. We're going to snap fold that. See? This guy was calling with literally nothing but a diamond draw 9 high. Let that sink. Let it sink. And that right there is why we snap check auto back. So funny. He's calling with a 9 high flush. No pair, no draw. Just a 9 high flush draw. It might not be good, and he's probably not going to get paid, even if he does hit it. Case in point. We have a decent flush draw here to go with a straight draw and a pair, so we are going to call one. It does happen. It does happen. It happens. It happens for us. He can't like that. He can't like it. Yeah, no, you don't like it. Planet Hack. This guy beats me with his name. Literally, he beats me with his name. This is a fold. This is a fold. Believe it or not, this is a fold versus Planet Hack. I'm going to bet small here to get called by a set, which is what he probably has. Oh, we made the straight too, I just realized. We had a low end straight. I didn't even realize that we could hit a low end straight. I was looking for a 9 or a club, and we could have hit the 5 as well. Hilarious. Cool. Cool it. That board nails us, but this guy probably has no idea that that board nails us. Like our perceived range, I'm saying. So we can't really play it like we would play it against somebody, but somebody who knows what's going on. But let's try it, shall we? Let's pretend that this guy knows what he's talking about. Let's just try it. We can hit a 5, a queen, or a spade for some action, and I think we can fold out quite a bit. Yeah, he folds. 2 pair here. Do we bet again? I think so. I think he would have raised. a set, I think he would have raised a flop straight. He might have turned us a better two pair some of the time, but I really don't care. He's got 30 bigs. I think he folds. All right, I think we lose now to pretty much everything. But we're not folding. So we're not folding for 4 bigs. So take my money. He did flop a straight. Holy. How do you not raise that? It's so... These guys, man, I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Holy. Alright, well, whatever. No big deal. I'm going to close this table. The table sucks. All red labels. And... two pair here with a straight draw. This guy probably flopped a straight again, let's be honest. We're going to get him, though. I don't know how, but we're going to get him. Start with a check call. We have a straight. The lowest straight imaginable. Call one more. Call one more. Okay, we do not boat up. We do not pass go, and we do not collect $200. This guy wins with a higher straight. So, have the money. All right, so he's worked up a stack now. Basically, I've doubled him every time. But we're gonna double through this boy here. We're gonna bink a 9 of hearts on this flop. 8s we're calling here. Clubs. Clubs. I do not want to be pulling off my clubs. I'm going to start with a check. We're going to turn a straight draw a fair amount of the time. Some kind of straight draw. Okay, we make our flush, but we don't want to get too crazy. We don't want to get too crazy. I'm going to call 1 here with 8, just because we have the clubs and the backdoor straight draw as well. And they both come in. I'm going to check here. We flop a set here. I'm going to call 1 more now with the 8 of clubs. And I'll be checking back this turn. And I'm going to be betting small here with the baby flush. Just flatting here with the 5s. Club's no good, obviously, but... King's a good card. It means he's more likely to have ace-queen. But he might thin value us here with, like, queens or jacks now. Just calling here again with 5s. Hope he doesn't have a flush. And he'll be hoping I don't have a flush now. So if he jams, we can pretty safely fold. And I guess now the question becomes, do I jam? Do I turn these into a bluff? And, like, kind of want to, but I don't. We're too high up in our range. I'm checking back the 8s. Okay, ace 10's good. Checking back here. Maybe we should have just raised that up on the flop. What a run out, though. What a horrible run out. I don't know. I didn't want to chase these guys away too fast with a raise on the button there. It's just turning your hand face up. Turn comes a club, too. He would have just probably folded anyway to any other bet after that. So probably make about the same, actually. If I raise, probably... No, actually he does. He probably ships flop. Let's be honest. He ships flop. Yeah, we missed the stack there. We missed the stack. Tried to play deceptive just because we had 2 guys betting and calling in front of us. We thought maybe, you know, on the next round of betting, maybe somebody gets a little out of line. It ended up costing us. 24 minutes now. We will go another 6 minutes, I guess. Wrap it up. Again, we'll be posting these daily. So please like, follow, share, subscribe. Because we're going to be talking through all kinds of hands and spots. I think we're at about 50 to 70,000 hands played this month already. And I don't record every time I play. So yeah, but we are up a bit. We are up, I want to say 8,000 on the month, perhaps. We did Bink Attorney last night for 2,200. We made 4 final tables last night. We barreled a bunch, and then we made a bunch of the buy-ins back, plus some. We came first in the Sunday deep stack, so that was nice. And then we had like a bunch of other final tables. We had like a ninth, which was so brutal. Then we had a 7th and a 4th. So I may start playing more tourneys. I do well in them. It's hard to sit there for 7 hours. At least in cash games, you know you're getting rake back. I'm just gonna put this guy in now. He's got 11 bigs. He's got a king. So be it. I have an open ender. So be it. Is it gonna happen? No, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, the guy only had 11 bigs. Like, I'm not checking and folding for 11 bigs, you know? Calling here jacks. Flop middle set. Backdoor flush draw. Gonna come out betting. If you have queens, take my money. If you have queens, take my money. Now the straight comes in, and like the most obvious straight that he can have with king 10. So we'll call one bet, try to pair up. Betting here with the 9s now. Calling one here, trying to pair up. I'm not going to lie, I don't feel the board pairing up here, but we're going to try and be optimistic about it. I know that I get his whole stack if it does, so. Oh, baby. The speech did it. The speech is what did it. I mean, I guess we can still somehow lose to pocket queens if he didn't raise that on the flop. And it's very possible because he didn't raise the nuts before. So, I don't know. But we're definitely not checking and we're definitely not folding. So, let's put it in, try to get called by king 10. And he does have king 10. So, send me all that money because it's mine anyway. So, thank you very much for giving it back. Appreciate it. And we are up to $916 now on this table. Started at 2. Started from the bottom, now we here. All right, we got hearts, we got straight draws. Calling here are these 10 of clubs. Thank you, nice flop. God, we run good. We run good. Betting again. 2 pair, but no flush. We do block some of the straights. I'm just going to check back here and take my showdown value. Thank you. I will take it. Start with a call. I would assume that his second bet is going to be much larger. Especially if he's got a hand like ace queen or king queen or aces or kings. He's going to want to protect those from clubs peeling off. And now I don't think he's got any of that. I mean, he might just have... God, I don't know what he has. I just want to bet small enough, though, that I get called. Maybe it's a middling pair of some sort. Jacks, perhaps. Jacks or 10s. 1 club, maybe. Don't tell me you have a boat, bro. Don't tell me that. Did you check back queens? Like, how did you didn't check back queens? You didn't check back queens. Just a 7. Just a 7. Scare me like that. Don't scare me like that, boy. Holy. All right, we crush that guy too. He's lucky I didn't get greedy and raise. He's lucky. Boy, is he lucky. But if he's got ace-7, I guess he can have queen-7 too. We don't have to get too greedy. Maybe we should have got greedy. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. Are you re-ripping there? Like, tell me in the comments. Are you re-ripping with ace-10 on a paired board there? Anytime I've done that in the past, I have just gotten completely owned. I mean, it's very, very rare that they're raising you there without some kind of made hand. I mean, I guess it could have been a flush too. I don't see what checks back turn. So maybe for that reason, I should have just re-ripped. I'm scared of ghosts, I guess. Eights, we are calling. This falls into our calling range. Sometimes we'll 4-bet in that spot with 9s and 10s and jacks. And then we'll like flat with like 6s, 7s, and 8s. Because otherwise we're just calling way too much and we're just getting outplayed and stuff like that. Lots happening, lots happening. Calling one, calling one. Flush comes in. Calling one here. Do I bet? I block some of the full houses. What do I do? What do I do? Raising here. I think we do bet. I think we bet small. I don't believe you, Jade Boo, but I'm gonna fold. This guy puts us into the hurt locker. He puts us right into the hurt locker here. God, why can't I have... I think we gotta fold. I think we gotta fold. It's hard to imagine what he might have had there, but... Good play. Sometimes you just got to respect the good plays. Respect bad cards and respect good plays. And when a bad card comes off, followed by a good play, typically you can't go wrong with just respecting it and folding. The combination of the two of those will save you the most amount of money you could possibly imagine. I mean, you're crazy if you don't think I'm calling this hand here. With these guys behind me, they're definitely coming in, giving us 4-1 odds. Come on. None of these guys are raising. They're calling, calling, and calling. There you go. See? And now we flop. Top pair with a flush draw and a straight draw. And we will go... Oh, we're at 33 minutes. Okay, so we'll wrap this video up. We'll start getting off these tables. We'll finish this hand. We'll finish this hand here. We'll sit out. And we have aces. Here, we'll get off this. Do I bet this? Do I bet? I don't know. 9-7. Yeah, I think we bet get it in. We have decent equity. Might as well take our fold equity to go with it. And we have a decent hand here on the 2-5 table as well. Here, feature 2-5 table. Did he just jam it in our eye? He did. All right, let's go for it. Club me. Or maybe not. Give me a 6, though. A 6 will be nice. No club, no club. Oh. He rivered us. We had the turn nutter ball, and he rivered us. So gross. Huge pot. Huge pot. Okay, we'll finish these hands. Grassy null. I am jamming on grassy null. Aces we win. Jamming here. Snap calls, not good. Okay, ace king. Club. Good, no club. Thank you. Okay, so we'll close. Yeah, that sucked. That hand sucked there. What were we? I think we were like 90% on the turn or something like that. What were we? 80%. We have the straight. Sorry, we have we're not getting off just yet actually because we have decent hands here. I'm gonna pull this one over to the other 2-5. Hello. And give us action with the aces, will ya? Oh, he does. He does give us action. All right. And then we will wrap this up after this hand. So I think we just rip here, to be honest. Looks like he's got a pretty strong hand. It looks like we're going to get called. So rip it. He does call. And he's got ace king. Best case scenario. Oh boy. Don't do it to us. Don't do it to us. Heart's a good card. Heart is a very good card. Takes away one of his outs. 2 spades, please. 2 of spades. 2 spades. All right, 3 dimes is good. Send it. Drag that $1,000 pot. And guys, I don't know. How do we get off? Oh my god, how do we get off? We can't get off. Keep getting hands. We keep getting hands. I don't know. How am I supposed to leave? Okay, start with a bet here. This guy's got 11 bigs, so just put him in now. Okay, can we get off these tables? Can we get off these tables? Okay, this fold. All right, that'll be it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. Follow, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know where I suck. Let me know where you think I'm good. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Happy to answer some questions if you have any. And we'll see you next time.